Hello and welcome to this episode of Cooking with Kids. Today we're making cheesy cracker bites. For this recipe, you're going to need 1.5 cups of sharp yellow cheddar cheese, shredded. Sharp can also be called old. It means it's a stronger tasting cheese. 1 cup of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, cold and cut into pieces. So the first step is to wash your hands, and then we're going to grate up all of that cheese. Make sure you have 1.5 cups of shredded cheese. Now it's time to cut up the butter. I used a butter knife that isn't too sharp, so that's something even our younger friends can do. Now you'll need a food processor or an immersion blender or a blender to mix the rest of the ingredients together. You start with 1 cup of flour and 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch. So I used a 1/2 teaspoon measure and I used it 3 times. So I had 1/2, then a whole teaspoon, and then 1.5. Add your cheese as well, and then blend that all together until it's sort of a sandy consistency. Add your salt and add your butter gradually into the blender until you have a grainy consistency mixed all together. I found this part quite difficult with my little immersion blender there, so I tried a couple different things, but after getting it mostly mixed in, I found that I could just put it into a bowl and mix it all together and kind of melt the butter with my hands a little bit, and I didn't end up using any water. So I don't know if that will be different for you, but whatever way you can manage it, you want to get a ball of dough at the end that's all very well mixed together. Now you have your cheesy ball of dough. You'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and then get out a little bit of flour onto a clean surface and roll out that dough so you can use a cookie cutter or a knife to cut it into shapes. Once you cut out all of your shapes, you're going to take a toothpick or a skewer and poke a little hole into each of the crackers. Then you sprinkle it with some salt and you're going to put it in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. I hope you enjoy your cheesy cracker bites. Thanks so much for joining us, and here's the directions for next time. Bye now.